map, which seems to be very, very strong against the likes of Enclave. They did struggle against Enclave, and I definitely feel like Enclave are much weaker than the likes of Fish123. So is this going to be a stop match for Fish123, or what do you think?
I mean, it's very likely it could go that way. It does depend on if someone like Astro can show up early game. He obviously wasn't at his best. He did start to pick up towards the end of the game, but you sure he had a bit of a slow start getting into it. So it should be interesting to see. It could go either way. It all depends on who shows up for Stifmeister. I think we're almost guaranteed to see the likes of Smooya to show up, though, on the Fish123 side.
I'm about to find out whether that will be the case. Smooya, one of the big dogs, but quite a lot of big dogs here on Fish123 as they take their T-side start. Stifmeister have the defuse kill on Astro to smoke for him as well. Smoke, flash, and HE for, I believe that's...
King Frederick. We'll just call him King Frederick.
I can't remember.
It's mega
10 minutes ago and we can't
yeah.
remember. But no, they're going to be setting themselves up for what looks to be an A triangle of death right here from CT, Dark, and Sandwich. Doesn't seem to be the most effective triangle of death, but it looks like it may just end up working out right here for Darcy. He gets himself the first, but quickly Sliggy and Mighty Max pick them back. They haven't checked Dark, however. Luz is in the perfect opportunity to deny this bomb plant. And it looks like he will take one and the second. So easy from him as he takes control of the A site, turns it back to a 2 versus 2. Has Link coming into support from short, but he's backed up here in the corner on the A site, hearing these players moving in and around him. Gets then with another headshot. Once again, back on Mole, but Smooya, yeah. Smooya.
Mighty Smooya.
Mighty Smoo will be here on the A side to take down the last man, turn it to 1 versus 1 up against Link. 3k clutch for him. Luz has already got his 3k doing serious work for Stifmeister. But for this lone CT, Link doesn't really have a whole lot of information at the moment.
Yeah, well, both of them are just lacking information right now. They have no idea what either person is. Smooya could have already made his way towards B at this point. Link doesn't really know, but they both are heading towards each other. There should be a clash coming up very soon. Oh, the fight just goes down. A little bit of damage being done onto Link, nothing to scare him away anyway. And he looks like he's just going to hide behind the jungle wall, see if he can spot Smooya pushing. Smoo makes a smart play, though, there, and pushes into CT. Can play the bomb if he wishes to. He's just going to throw a smoke down. That's smart. He actually forces Link into his hands, and he's just going to sit in the smoke as well. Not something that Link may expect as well. He is going to drop down. Smooya playing this perfectly. The kit is picked up by Link. Smooya can just go up. Oh, the jump spot, though, gets him off it. He is going to try and stick it, but there should be a round for Smooya.
Picking up that defuse kit, but Smooya baiting out the... obviously, him to unstick it and try to see if he can get the kill, but instead... kind of a bit more stalling for time, which I didn't expect out of Smooya at this point in time. Fish123 take the pistol. They're first to start, and I imagine they will also get the next couple of rounds as well. So we should be seeing their scoreline go from 1 to 2 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you would. Well, you would hope so anyway. It's about converting these rounds, really. Now, the force by, you know, those Deagles, they can be really dangerous to see. Also, a bit of a topic lately as well. So it should be interesting to see what will happen here. Astro on the CZ, the only one for his team. King Frederick on that P250. Deagles out and a scout on Dansky. And the Mac 10 on Mole just coming in from the underpass position, trying to throw his nade interconnect and see if he can get some, just a little bit of external damage done.
Yeah, for the moment in time, it is just kind of a default coming in from Fish123. Look for some sort of damage with these Deagles, this CZ and this PT50 as well, but you know, these pistols can still do damage. We've seen plenty of times where it has done so.
Yeah.
So lots of opportunities available for Stifmeister to potentially put this one back, and actually the close range fight is won out by the CT side. A Deagle also from Link here on short takes down Sliggy. 5 versus 3, make it 2 with Luzza connecting on Mighty Max. Smooya very, very low, does just about get a 1 frag, but Link's there for the trade. 2k for him, and the last man is left here towards the apartments. Now they know for 100% they see the utility, they hear it, and Link is playing super close with his Deagle. Taps a few times, and denies the bomb plant, denies the round there for Fish123.
Yeah, like you said, just before they got into the battles, the Deagles and the pistols in general can be so dangerous at any range at this rate. With the Deagles, you can get a headshot from anywhere, and that is crazy to see. Now, it is going to be an M4 and AK, 2 SMGs, and the Scout still on Dansky. The Force Spy coming back in from Fish123, and well, you need to be careful here. These players are going to be absolutely amazing on the pistols, especially the likes of Smooya and Mighty Max. Smooya can absolutely just be a beast on that Deagle, and it looks like they are just going to go for some sort of fast connector, split 2 players, top mid 3 players, underpass, just see if they can make their way towards A quickly. Stifmeister, not sure they're expecting it. Dansky is going to try and make his way towards the ticket move, see if he can spot interconnect to that Molotov, and nade combo works really well though.
Yeah, trying to flush them out of possession, trying to get some damage. I imagine that grenade would have done its full 96. With a couple ticks in, or even one tick in that Molotov could have been enough right there, but it will be the push finally coming in for Fish123. 1-for-1 traders. Astro and Mighty Max get kills. Lazar shuts down Mole. Sorry, Smooth, I should say. It's very, very confusing. Sliggy gets one more back from Connector 3 versus 3, and they will push on through, but the UMPs at this kind of a range are doing their damage. They've still got Mole actually on the site. Do they know where he is? He's going to sneak past. He's going to try to take this frag. He's going to take down Dancy, but unable to do much more than that. The defuse should come through from Link. He does find it eventually. And it will be a second round on the ball for Stifmeister. Force Buy, however, still doing his damage for Fish123. Bomb plant as well means that they have more money to play with. I don't know if they'll go for a buy in this one. They may just save it to get the full rifle out in round number 5. Looks like what they're going to be doing here. Just a couple PT50s coming out and not much more than that. Should be a third round, in theory at least, for Stifmeister.
Yeah, you'd expect so. Not even any smokes out for Fish123, just the one flash. But we saw before in the Enclave game with just one flash, they want a full eco here. It looks like they are going to peek out mid. All Lazar needs to be very, very careful with how he peeks there. Danscape coming in, a nice flick onto Cater. Does fall back as well as Mole goes down. And now Lazar all jump spots, finds the peek onto Sliggy as well. Looks like, oh, nearly some more damage being done to Lazar there. And that is just a 3 versus 5 now with the upgraded pistols.
Are still doing damage with these upgraded pistols though. Fish123, if they can take down 2 more players, that would be enough to force the issue in terms of the economy. Still profiting for Stifmeister, but forces an awkward situation overall. Minute and 10 still left to go for Fish to make this move into the side. They've got the bomb on the back of Mighty Max, 7 HP, and he's playing in ladder room. Gonna try and make his way back up somehow. I've got some control also to the favour of the apartments position for Fish123, so opportunities are brewing. It looks like they're going to stack their way in for the B. Split 2 players from short as they make their way in. Sliggy looking for whatever he can. Now has information on players playing on short in the AWP right there. He jumps down. Mighty Max will go falling, and Sliggy's going to be the last man left as Link takes himself the second frag with the UMP. So, AWP out 1v3. Bomb dropped, CT control. Link's just looking for this one dig as well, and it looks like he's just going to be able to spot it out. Can't quite get it. The first face will do some damage, and Sliggy's running out of time. 30 seconds. Looking for this AWP pick, or spots the utility belt and takes it down on Link's body eventually. Both players still coming in. Dancy trying to win out the AWP battle, and Sliggy is just trying to force the issue away. 17 seconds. Needs to gain this bomb control, and it's just not happening from Stifmeister. Oh, no way. Finally, bomb picked up. 10 seconds left. Sliggy knows where the last man is. He's on for the ace. The Fish123, not an active competitor, but definitely a man known to the scene, looking for this last frag, and he's not going to get it. No, the flick just about misses. Astro going to pick up and catch it with the M4 instead, and Sliggy denied. Very, very close on that one, though. That would have been a glorious ace for Fish123, but they get the bomb plant. They still do damage with the pistols, and Stifmeister will be down on money.
Yeah, I mean, that's upsetting. He was so close, like a centimetre off that kill as well. And that was one of the easiest shots he could have hit, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to. But still, he did plenty of damage, and like you said, got the bomb down. That's going to give so much money going to the economy of Fish123. And, well, more importantly, take a lot of economy off the Stiff CX side.
A double AWP set up back in play, though, from Stiff. Saving that single AWP. Getting the second one out. M4 in play, 2 M4s in play. 1 UMP for King Frederick, however. Fish123 have, of course, their full buy together with the bomb plants, the loss bonus, all stacking up to their favour. Damage done. If they can win this round, then they could potentially push Stifmeister down into the gutter right here. The first frag will go to the favour of Dancy as he finds a single peek coming in from Sliggy. Is offering himself up to the CT player on a plate, basically. But the mid-control, meanwhile, will be gained by Fish123. Not favouring a site just yet. The bomber's on the back, and Mighty Max is still here towards Connector. Trying to see if he can find a peek up. He's just going to peek into Connector and find nothing. Still looking for any sort of things they can. Passive fire. Watching short as well. A minute still left to go here for Fish123. They will be separated by the incendiary. Smoothie forced to back off, but does catch a flick on Dancy. That's exactly what we expect from Smoothie God. 4 versus 4 still. Even trade for Fish123.
Yeah, but somehow Astro, since there was no control towards A, he's just made his way into A ramp. That could be big. I'm not sure if Fish123 are going to expect this. He should just wait for the bomb to go down and not beat before that. But Looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Ludder gets a kill in CT, but Mighty Max a nice pre-fire, but Smoo just takes down Astro. A great kill from him. Smoo just opened up the round for his team now. An M4 and UMP on the retake. No kit available right now for either player as well. Not exactly what you would want going into the retake.
Well, good grenade there as well from Mole. Mighty Max challenging Link towards the outside of T-spawn. Oh, King Frederick now. Not a standout player. He's got the AWP, and it looks like he may just end up saving it. He's going to flash his way back out, try and keep them over here towards the site itself, but he's got the challenge up against Mole. Flashbang over, spraying his way on through, and actually gets taken out by the AWP, so there's at least one frag. Looking for a second in the murder hole, but he's not going to be able to catch the cross of Smooya. We'll try and rotate and catch him off at B site. I think he realizes they're on their way. So he'll play in the corner, ensure that he will not get taken down by the Fish side. They will win their second round here. And again, the economy damage that they've done over so many conversions and ecos and, you know, just stealing rounds and stealing stuff away from Stifmeister has led the economy to be in this kind of a state where they will force it down around this AWP, but it's not much outside of this orb.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the Scout, you know, you can maybe get a tag, see if you can do some damage with the CZs, but not exactly the weapon you want to go against with Smooya on the orb. And I'd maybe get that AWP over to someone like Lazo, who's been fantastic with it today, and basically the entire time he's been here at Epic. Smoot just trying to spot a jump peek, but won't find anything just yet. He needs to be very careful that he doesn't get out-peeked here. And now, oh, that is a missed smoke from Mighty Max, and actually just blocks off the own angle. You don't like to see that, but it will be mid-control again coming out from Fish123. King Frederick hits those, of course. But Smooya, you never know what he can do. A great shot by him and a great opening kill. AWP versus AWP duel goes to King Frederick this time. And now, the 4 remaining players look like they want to go for some sort of a split hit. As that up short is Mighty Max. Does get a little bit of damage onto Link, but actually Link does more. Oh, the timing of that as well, as it looks like it will be an A split now.
Fish put up in connector, one man towards ramp. He's got to try and force this out or wait for backup to arrive, and he doesn't realize that backup is going to be suppressed by a scout out here in the pistols at close range are doing their damage. Decent amount done to Mole. Forced back away. Doesn't realize that these players, they doesn't realize how few there really are on the side. They have got 3 here. Ooh, Sliggy takes down Astro, but does he know that there's another man here? Loza still on 8 HP, biding his time, waiting, looking for a single head, taps his way, but no. Sliggy takes him down, back to 3v3 we go. The bomb still to make his way on the site, and Dancy's suppressed back here. Link looking for the 1 dig. Eventually, King Frederick will go down the AWP out of play, but the AK can get picked up by Link, and Dancy still landing. Heads, scout shot. Oh, that is beautiful. A huge round from Dancy, doing work with the scout and stealing around back off the force from Stifmeister.
That's just amazing from Dansky. There's nothing you can do about that when someone's hitting scout shots, just going crazy, and they get off the bomb so you can go pick up one of the AWPs. Unfortunately, the other one is in B app, so there'd be no way they can get the second one, but still, that's fantastic from him, and that's actually a reset onto Fish123 as well.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff there from the CT side. Ridiculous stuff from Dancy, picking up a well-reserved AWP as well. We'll see if he can put this into effect and shut down Fish. So far, Stifmeister are in the lead on the CT side. Whether or not that's the side balance of Mirage or not, we'll find that later on. Fish123, however, will be crippled under that force there. 3 AKs and 2 CZs. Not the best buy when you consider what Stifmeister have to work. If they have got Astro weakened on the MP9, but still an SMG above 2 players that don't have SMGs, and the rifles on the rest of the CT side. So, Fish in a bit of a spot, suffering the likes of headshots if you are the likes of Mole. They will still try and force the issue by trying to go around smokes and play aggressively. Eventually, Astro's going to have to be the man to take point. 2 players back from Jungle and CT. Mole will be here trying to hold it off, and Astro will get the first man, and there's a quick trade back from Mo. Astro gets himself a second, still working his MP7 to his work. Does get taken out by Keita eventually, but Dancy quick to rotate and Trey. He goes down of his own accord. So 2 versus 2 we go with the D-side presence looking pretty decent right here. We've got Link making his way in from connector, but he can't quite find this one on Mole. 6 HP, 2v2. The bomb will eventually go down. It will be a retake here for Stifmeister.
Yeah, and if Smooya finds that kill, that opens it up, but both are low HP, 1 shots with the AK, but I don't think he expects Mole to be there, and that's perfectly played by Mole in the connector. Managed to find 2 kills there. And now Fish123 actually reset off the reset.
Yeah, huge round once again, and the war of attrition will continue as both sides will force things back here. Fish123 will have the advantage. Don't think they've got the AWP out, but they still have themselves decent amount. Oh, they did get the AWP out. It's going to be Smooya with that one, as expected, as you would expect to see here on the T side. And Stifmeister have that 1 M4 in for Lynx. Scout, UMP, Deagle, PG50, and that's what they've got. And actually, Link's going to take this M4, try to get aggressive alongside one more player. He's going to catch off Mole, take him out of the action. Luz has to play close spots out. Mighty Max taps his way, takes him down. There's players all around him. He's got to try. He's going to sneak through the smoke. Will they realise this? Or Sliggy doesn't know. He does actually catch him off with the UMP eventually. That's a 2-for-1 trade to the favour of Stifmeister. And they've held back here towards Connector, but they're still going to peek this actually here at Fish123. Keater on 13, taken very, very low. CZ. And Fish123 forced to back off just for the time being.
Yeah, interesting. We've seen this happen a couple times where the mid push, just a lone player just pushing out mid, then that's a fantastic tag from Dansky. Pretty much puts every player low except from Sliggy. The AWP is on Smooth, still available, and you never know what that man can do. A good flash, not going to blind him for too long, but it will halt him temporarily. A couple players low on Stifmeister, but they still have the man advantage as well. If they just trade out effectively, it should come down to them winning the round. But you never know what's going to happen in these situations. Trying to pre-fire the angle, that's an easy kill for him to find. Smooth goes down as well. But the time is running low. Sliggy can just get these couple of kills. He'll be able to do it. That's a nice shot. Find 2 as well. It's possible, but I don't think the bomb is actually planted for him, and it will be a defuse. Stiff CX2 get the round, but there's no kit. Oh, there's no kit. They still get it, though. That was way too close. Jesus.
Yeah, I think they were playing off the basis that Stifmeister didn't have a kit. He had time, but you know, as you were saying, just not in the right position. Bomb not planted for him, had to push all the way around against this AWP. It just wasn't going to happen. Stifmeister have their 5th. So far, the last 4 rounds have been won like 2 apiece. 1-for-1 trading on the rounds. It's been a very, very good start, but you know, with a very, very good set of rounds so far with force buys working out to the favour of both teams. But Stifmeister have a 3-round advantage above Fish123 in this set of circumstances. Oh, actually 2-round advantage technically, but they got the conversion and they got the conversion round stolen away from Fish's pistols. So having this opportunity, having this advantage, this scoreline advantage means that, you know, when you're trading blow for blow like this, and if it keeps going up to the end of the game, Stifmeister will eventually win this map out. So Fish123 do need to try and break the cycle and find themselves a solid line right here, and they're already going to end up falling. King Frederick spams down 2, gets 1 headshot through the smoke, 1 headshot directly in front of him. Luzza expecting players coming through. Mighty Max will take down Link, but Dancy quick on the retrade to take down Smooth. Frederick knows what's here. He gets himself a 3K before he goes eventually falling. And Sliggy will still be able to take down 1 more before he gets the bomb plant. But 17 HP, a 1 versus 2 still. Again, he had a clutch opportunity earlier on in the match, but I don't think this one's a bit more plausible right here. Eventually, Luzza will spot him. Can't quite get the frag. Smoke will go down and try and cover him off. But Dancing is a single shot with his PT-50 to make it work. And it will work entirely. That's 6 rounds on the board for Stifmeister. Fish doing damage, but surely now this must be the reset against the T-side.
Yeah, it would not surprise me entirely if they do go for force. I think they can get a single AK out. In fact, they could get 2 AKs out. And they may decide to go for the force here, but I think maybe just upgraded pistols is probably the best here. Maybe the players with 4K just drop pistols across to those with the lower economy. A Scout actually going on to Smooth, not a bad buy from Cater. Makes a little bit of sense. No over-investments for anyone, just going for basically the half buy here.
Interesting to see that Smooth has gone for the Scout Force.
He was dropped by Cater.
Oh, it was dropped by Keita. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. That's quite decent actually to have that one there. But you know, not a big fan of the quasi buy having the head armor and everything. You know, it's quite an expensive investment, and your chances are you're not going to be able to win this round. So have that extra economy to your favour in the rifle round. You can get another rifle round as well as the Fish123. If they ecoed this one, they would have been able to get another rifle out. If they got just the basic pistols, then they would have AKs to spare. Right now they're just going to go make their way into Connector, relying on the pistol aggression. They do take a 1-for-1 trade. Astra makes it 2-for-1 and spots more players here in Connector. Or did he? Doesn't look like he's focusing there. Link will take down Keita regardless. Sliggy gives away position, and Link still is fragging. USP out. Mighty Max goes falling, and Sliggy is the last man left. Dinked up, and Link only needs a single shot for taking out all 4 players staying alive here for Stifmeister. Now starting to build this economy up, but it's still looking quite shaky. Dancy might actually have to get dropped in AWP, and yeah, they're going to do that. Luzza's going to pass it off to him by his own M4. And Fish123 have a rifle to play with. 4, sorry, no, scratch that. 3 AKs and 2 AWPs for Sliggy.
Wow.
And Mole. That's actually quite surprising. Not only the fact they're going double off setup on T-side, but the fact that Smooth has not got 1.
Yeah, that's a nice pick by Sliggy. They may have done that based off spawn, but the problem is you've gone for the double AWP and 1 player does not even have armor. Why go for the double off if one of you's not going to have armor? Just get an AK and utilities. Surely that'd be the best move. But maybe they have a plan set up in case of that. But still, it's double AWP versus double AWP right now. Man advantage to Fish123. And it looks like they are just going to take their typical mid control. And
oh, wow.
That's got to be frustrating for Smooya. I thought he was just hiding in ramp, but he's made his way out.
That's a great peek from Dancy. You saw the way he sort of peeked up just a little bit, just to see exactly who was there and actually bait out an AWP shot. If he would have gotten tagged up by an AK, and probably wouldn't go down. But you know, taking that slight risk and having absolutely no damage against him, and then to peek back up, lock the AWP onto Smooya and shut him down. Perfectly done. And now the CTs are playing right in their favour. Fish123 peeking to the wrong angles at the wrong times and losing every single duel. It's a 1v4 for Sliggy now, as Fish123 have been cut down to their basics. A single AWP in play. The bomb out towards T-Ram. CTs will slowly rotate and get there. Try and lock this one down. For Sliggy, though, not really much he can do. He will get shut down by the headshot from Astro. 4 players staying alive again for Stifmeister. A triple AWP setup getting picked up. Okay, this just got really interesting from the CT
Going back to the group
side.
stage. Back to the group stage where these random teams would just get 3 AWPs out every so often. We're back there.
Oh, jeez. Fortunately, it is up against an eco from Fish. I think Stifmeister may be able to read this, actually, and think, you know what, they'll try run the triple AWP setup, and I imagine that Luzza's going to be holding down one angle, probably mid. Dancer's going to be down towards B, and King Frederick will be down towards A. And yeah, that is... no, sorry, Dancy out towards A instead, so never mind, scratch that. He will take down Sliggy as the second flag. Oh, gets a no-scope on Mighty Max as well. 2v5 as Fish123 get picked apart. And the AWPs doing their decent amount of work. Dancy will eventually fall to the hands of Keita, not covering off connectors. Small mistake, but surely it shouldn't amount to much for Fish.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a blessing. Losing one of the AWPs so they don't have 3 going into the gun round. Ooh, just seeing Mole through the Molotov there as well. 9-3.
Yes, Astro picked up the AWP. They're going to run triple AWP. It's funny, actually, Mirage is one of the maps where you can run triple AWP, obviously, because you've literally got 3 long lanes where you can push the AWP from, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
You know, or hell, even potentially 4 if you're considering the connector position on A side. So
right.
there's plenty of options available for Stifmeister on a CT side. It's one of those maps that is really capable around a triple AWP setup, but obviously it's a very risky investment. They picked up that third AWP from one of the dead T's in one of the rounds before. So let's see if they can put it to good effect. It's not a major risk for Stifmeister, so I don't really blame them for going for this. So let's see if they can hold off a full rifle round from Fish.
Yeah, the problem here is if it gets into a retake situation, and if you've got 3 AWPs in the retake, it's not going to exactly work out in the favour. But if they're able to get the picks before these smokes down, before the execute comes in, that would be fantastic. They're going to have to try and go for the M4s, going to have to go big, as it looks like they're going to try and push out. Or Luzza just getting caught in the middle of the scope. Dansky going to go down here surely as well. A fantastic flash with Sliggy going out. 2 kills in the favour of Fish123 and 2 AWP going down as well. But there's actually Astro just sitting in the site. Only gets 1 though.
2 versus 4 now. AWP of King Frederick doesn't have quite the angle on the bomb, but he's able to lock out the cross. I think he knows that Fish123 need to run into him, and Sligger's going to get pushed back by Link as they're war on 2 fronts into his King Frederick. Flashed away eventually, the bomb will go down, and Link will make his way up, flashing his way out, catches Sliggy off, and King Frederick will fall to the hands of Smooya, so it's all down the Link. 2 players tagged up quite significantly on 1. Link will try and see if he can take down Smooya. He knows he's there. 3rd phase, 4th phase. Smooya just can't seem to land it. Eventually, the USP will finish off Mole. But Smooya will be able to, with the 5th shot or so on that AWP, finally pick up the 4th round for Fish123. Going into round 14, however, Stifmeister have the buyback here, and they should be able to get the double AWP and the M4s out to play. And yeah, that looks like exactly what they're going to go for.
Yeah, the double AWP on Dansky and Frederick. 14-9 for Dansky, having a fantastic game. Luzza's actually Link, sorry, I should say, is 15-7 as well. Not great games from the likes of Keita and Mole, but that's a great pick from Smooya onto Dansky. That smoke going into the ramp to try and block that angle off. He has fallen back though. Now it looks like after that pick on A, they're just going to go B. It's a smart move. You get that pick on A, it sort of puts a bit of seed of doubt into the minds of your enemies. And now they decide what they want to do here. The bomb still deciding where to go. It seems they're unsure of what they want to do. Maybe just throwing a smoke into mid.
Possibly so. Kind of set up mostly for this A hit. Eventually they rotate back around Fish123. Got the first man, Dancy. The second orb has been picked up by Astro, though, and he has done good work with this in the past, but held back here from the CT spawn. The smokes go down for CT spawn as well, so he's going to get completely suppressed right here as the T's make their way quickly into the site. Astro still up on top of the ticket booth box, trying to see if he can see anything, but in this gap in the smoke, nothing is going to get found. The bomb will go down. Link still picks up Sliggy. Sprays through come from Luzzer, and he spots a small gap, taking down Mighty Max out in the open, and the man advantage swings back to the favor of Stifmeister. 4 versus 3, both orbs still in play. He is covered from Connector, but they're still trying to see if they can get some tags through the danger box. Won't be allowed in this particular case. Keita also staying away from the incendiary means that he's not going to get flushed out of position. A man advantage for Stifmeister. They just got to peek carefully, take the frags as appropriate, and the flashbangs will go through, try and force the issue. Smoothie takes down Luzzer, however. Link spots out the one man peeking out from Palace. Keita still takes him out, and Link is on a roll. 3K for him, and it's all Smoothie back from Sandwich. Link doesn't know. Smoothie's getting all the information. Smoke will go down. Link has no idea. He's here. The no-scope will land from Smoothie. Turn the PG-50 onto Astro. 4K for Smoothie. If he lands this, and he finds the headshot with the pistol spam, a 5th round now for Fish123.
That's absolutely amazing for Smoothie. It's what you expect nowadays from him. He's had so much experience in recent months coming in from Epsilon, beat the likes of Navi on online best of 3. So, I mean, you just expect that from him now. That's a fantastic clutch. Well done by him. I mean, it is going to be a bit of an awkward buy. It's going to be 2 force buys, obviously, because it is the last round, but Sliggy only on the deagle.
Yeah, no, I mean, not the best buys here for Fish123 at the very end, but vice versa for Stifmeister. Have got that AWP in play from Link, though, the second sniper for Dancy. Glass Cannon Scout, I guess, don't know if you can call it Glass Cannon. It's glass, though, that's for sure. No armor whatsoever. Aim punch may end up hurting him, but for now, it is the first pick going to the favor of Link as he takes down Mighty Max immediately in towards the mid position. Fish123 down by a man. AWP still for Smoothie up. And Deagle's still here for Sliggy, so they can take long-range engagements, but outside of that, lacking in the firepower, the close-range engagements, one out by Stifmeister in particular, putting that M4 against the UMP, and in this case, Mole will fall. 5 versus 3 already. They're still going to try and force the issue towards apartments, though.
Yeah, that is a slam dunk on Astro as he tries to fall away. That 40 damage done to him. I'm surprised Sliggy hasn't tried to pick up the AK that got dropped top mid. I imagine he may be going for that now. Is he actually the one out on A site?
I believe he might be, yeah. No, that's Luzzer on his side. Either way, push coming in. Here we come, the T side. Going in, and they're going to take down Luzzer as the first casualty for the CTs. In this particular case, Smoothie in from Sniper Nest, however, makes it double. 3 versus 3. Dancy lands a headshot, however, this scout has been absolutely ridiculous this map so far. Keita flashed out, counter flash is coming back. And they keep the CTs blind, but Astro's on a flank, and he may be able to make this work if Keita goes down or if Smoothie goes down. It's going to be it, but Smoothie takes down one before he turns on Astro, and Astro will get the final frag with Keita falling close. That is going to be it for the half. 10-5 to the favour of Stifmeister. Not a bad CT side at all.
No, it's better than what they had before. I mean, fantastic. They were able to close it out on the CT side before, but it looked a lot shakier than they showed here. But the problem is for Fish123, there's a couple players lacking in frags. If you look at Smoothie and Sliggy right now, both on 16 kills, but then Keita 6, Mighty Max 5, and Mole on 4. Really, a couple players lacking that that can show up and hopefully can do that on the CT side here.
Yeah. I don't really expect too much out of the likes of Sliggy, obviously, because he doesn't really play. I don't expect much from Sliggy. I say that he's actually one of the top fraggers.
Yeah, he's an observer now, isn't he?
He's an observer, so he's not really one of the players you expect to go huge in one of these games. But he's keeping up with Smoothie, and really that's what's keeping Fish123 alive. There's got to be a massive step up from the rest of the players here. But already, Fish will take the aggressive line, and Smoothie is gonna land heads. 2K for him on just 7 HP. Will get dealt with by one man, but still a 2-for-1 trade. A 3 versus 4 situation to the favour of Fish123. Just held back across the map. Stifmeister will gain control of mid.
Yeah, it was amazing that Smoothie was able to get 2 out of that. He just sometimes the proficiency on that USP, the accuracy of it can be deadly, as it's shown. That's a nice skin from Sliggy as he looks towards the bottom of the connector. Astro, everyone's a bit split up on the map for Stifmeister. There's a couple people towards Abs. There's one person in mid now making his way up connector, possibly trying to fake out the Fish123 side, see if he can at least get a kill, then maybe fall back to B. But Mighty Max got a very good position to spot for when the bomb comes into B.
I gotta love the BM coming in.
It's my favourite part of any UK LAN. You know,
Yeah.
you know there's going to be.
That's why we keep chat filters on for this LAN. It's fantastic. You just can't not love it. Fish123, held back as the push comes in from Stifmeister into the B site. It's King Frederick taking out Mighty Max. 3 versus 3 is finally Stifmeister. Do force the issue away from Fish. 3v3 retake now up for the CT side. Lads are holding down one site. King Frederick also expecting the backside to come in from Mole, and Mole doesn't know he's here on the couch. Down and out. Couch potato, simple as Astro. Also holding out from the other side. Lads are close on the site. We'll be able to deal with Sliggy, and that's all key to the 1v2, the propagator, I guess you could say, of the Fish123 brand. Just kind of peeking in around, taking down shots with this P2K, but the fuse kit in his hand. He's now going to stick this. King Frederick knows it. Knife!
No way.
Come
Just
on!
shoot him!
No!
Why would you do that?
I can't believe that. That is just tragic. Oh my god.
I wish I was in the LAN hole to hear Smooya scream right now, because that would have been loud.
Oh yeah, Smooya would have screamed probably louder than I did right there. Unbelievable there. Force out from Stifmeister with the bomb plant. That's actually quite interesting. You don't see many players go for this, to be honest, because, you know, usually you expect to see the eco and the full AK play out here, but if Stifmeister really are confident in these 2 AKs and this 1 UMP, they have been performing better than Fish123 from an individual standpoint, but they've really got to be on point when it comes to this force play, else it could actually end up hurting them more than it helps.
Yeah, you're exactly right here. The problem is Lazar has a CC and no armor as well, so that's going to be nearly impossible for him to find a kill unless he hits the instant headshots. Mole just sitting in the A firebox, just trying to hide, wait for them to come onto the site. Looks like they are going to try and split up connector, or in fact just go 5-man up connector, even try and boost up window hit. There's many option for them right now.
60 seconds left. Stifmeister have control of the mid position. King Frederick in particular in connector. Running out of time here. Fish123 kind of realise this. They're going to hold back passive. They already know that the AKs are in play. Obviously, I think it was Dancy peeked up mid earlier, gave the game away, and they know that they're full sport. Don't really want to give away any unnecessary frags or any unnecessary positions. I say that though, Smooth's pushed up on the smoke, and Dancy reads it. Probably saw him on the minimap and shut him down as appropriate. Astro catches off Mighty Max, though. He's here towards... Oh, perfect. You know, Sliggy doesn't actually catch it off guard, and Fish123 crumble around the force by not taking that mid control, losing frag after frag. Out-positioned by the Stifmeister side. It's all down to Inspector Gadget Mole. He's catching Astro off guard, trying to get some damage with the MP9, but the bomb's been planted on B. Stifmeister are going hunting. They've won this round.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That was really odd from Smooya to play so aggressive and short when there's no one in mid to help him. Everyone was playing passive. In fact, I think it was Mighty Max was just playing outside the window, wasn't even playing inside window.
Thank you, admins. Love you. Making sure this doesn't happen again.
Oh, yes, I saw that in chat. I was wondering what you talked about. Yeah, thank God.
Awesome. So, Fish123 back on a force buy again. Being still on the way by Stifmeister's force buy. Much more powerful than their force buy in the last round, but you know, SMGs to play with, all 5 players staying alive. Perfect round, I think, from Stifmeister.
Yeah, really well played. They didn't lose a single person,
Nope.
did they? No. I mean, that's literally the best you can do. So that was really well played from them. Fish123 just seem a little bit, maybe expecting an easier game than this. A couple of the players not showing up right now. Kater and Smooya on the B side at the moment. Is Kater the coach for Epsilon?
Yeah, he is.
Yes, I'm correct. I wasn't sure if he's a manager or anything, but yeah. Not doing too badly, but Mole and Mighty Max are the ones you'd really wanting to be stepping up here. You wouldn't expect much from Kater, and even Sliggy, he's pulling his weight right now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mighty Max is part of Endpoint, you know, he's been a staple part of Endpoint for a very long time, so you'd expect someone like him to perform, especially when he's got international LAN experience and has that extra edge above players in the UK scene, but just not turning up to the server today, and I think that's really, I think probably the player that you would need to step up the most out of all these guys here, right? I think if him, Smooth, and already Smooth and Sliggy are always performing, if Mighty Max gets up to the plate, and suddenly this will be a very easy match for Fish123, but it's very clearly not, as once again they get picked apart here on the force by Smooth, spamming away with that Eagle, does get Loza at least, but the bomb's going to go down on A. Haven't got the triangle of death set up, but Smoothie has got a Deagle, and he is playing with it, turns it back to a 2 versus 2, landing the head of Link. Mighty Max still here towards short, and Darcy is ready to cut him off. If he takes him down, it's going to come down to Smooya to get the ace. And Mighty Max takes down Darcy. It's all Astro alone. Back to Tetris. AK picked up, and Mighty Max needs to get this double. The Incendiary will go down. The smoke counteracts it. Smooya gonna get himself on this bomb. Actually, they haven't got the fuse kit, so they got out very, very quickly right here. Now they'll stick it as Astro peeks out, takes a spray, and takes down Smooya as well. Just about holding on to it for Stifmeister. They lost a lot of players, but fortunately, most were SMGs. So that AK staying in play, 12-6 overall, getting lots of value out of those weapons and still having a decently stable economy.
Yeah, that was nearly insane from Smooya. That second D was absolutely just incredible. Mighty Max gets that kill in mid as well. He really needs to find the kill on Tetris, otherwise that round was over. And clearly it was. It will be an eco now for Fish123. And they're going to have to mount a comeback. But this is a team I believe can. Earlier in the matches, just before you came on, there was no way there was going to be a comeback. But for this, I feel like the likes of Smooya has the mentality to be able to come back from this. They'll never stop BMing no matter the scoreline. And now it's just going to be a B split or just a fast up short here.
Quickly and short, and Keita will get the opening frag. Do catch with Mole, however. King Frederick takes him down. Astro getting one more as well, so unfortunately Fish123, no armor, gonna get picked apart with these pistols. The PT-50s could still do some damage. Nice dink from Sliggy. Astro and King Frederick are low. Cross is successful, however, from Astro, and Mighty Max gets picked off back towards top mid, so it's all Sliggy do his damage. Denies the bump plot for a couple of seconds, but there's plenty of time for Stifmeister to recover the situation, so I don't imagine that he'll be able to do a whole lot here. Pushing up, trying to get aggressive, caught off guard by King Frederick. Didn't truck the second time. And Stifmeister will get to 13. Now, Fish123, 3 rounds of loss bonus. They lose this round, however, they could be Stifmeister taking the first map point. And probably the map off the back of that, you know, 15-6 is a very difficult scoreline to come back from. So I imagine that if this round goes to the favour of the T side, I'm going to call it maybe over. I don't want to put Fish123 out too much, but I'm really just not feeling it from Mighty Max today. He's really not performing the way that I would expect someone like him to do so. Yeah,
maybe just Mirage is not a map he feels comfortable on. It could be something like that. Maybe he's just woken up or something. You never know. And now it is just going to be an execute from Stifmeister game, and it's break. Well, it's make or break right now. Mighty Max does get the first kill, but that nade's going to take him out of the round.
More the worse, 4v4, smokes all over the site, no vision for the CTs whatsoever. We'll put some smokes down on, put some fire down through gaps, but they aren't going to find a whole lot. They know that King Frederick is here, but the bomb will get planted and Smooya just can't seem to line it up quite the way he wanted it to. Still putting it together though, he knows King Frederick's back here. 4 versus 4 situation, Fish123. Well, back into Connector and Jungle, they've got Keita pushing up from CT spawn. Got 2 players here to deal with. I think Lazar's watching this side here. Yeah, he is. Takes him down. 8 HP to Virus. Back to the man advantage of Stifmeister. Fish123 still trying to work quickly. They haven't got the fuse kits. The Sliggy takes down one. Link trades him out though and gets the final frag. 14-6 Stifmeister. I think at this point they have won it, and Dancey with his own smack talk of his own, you know. Why not? Because Smooya's been BMing all day.
Yeah, you can never stop sometimes. Once you've started, it's really hard to stop. And now, Astro might even get an AWP out here. I know he's just going to go for the full rifles, maybe not feeling it on the T side here. Fish123 looks like they're going to be playing for overtime, as it is just a quasi-buy coming up for them.
Indeed, it seems to be the case. The scout out the Deagles, 2 CZs. And they're going to have the max loss bonus buy anyway, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough for some of these players here. First kill from Mole, takes down Astro. King Frederick pushing up, trying to cover him off, but still takes him down.
Yeah, that was a good trade from Frederick. I don't think Mole was really able to get out of underpass. Obviously, mid control being taken by a couple players there from Stifmeister. I think the momentum from this map is even possible to carry them through. I don't think we expect this kind of performance from Fish123 really, especially after how the match with Enclave went. It was 16-13. Stifmeister looked a little bit rocky. Oh, this could be big from Mighty Max if he checks the corner, but...
Oh no, Loza jumped. Still gets the kill anyway. I imagine that Mighty Max would have heard that and turned his Deagle on, but no picks for Fish123 today. 4 versus 3. As now Stifmeister will stack up for the A here.
Yep. A Molotov into under palace, make sure there's no one hiding in that dark area. Now, Sliggy trying to make it work, but unfortunately he's not able to. Smooth on the scout. Somehow that was a headshot, and now Keita, he's coming in underpass. That's smart from him, knowing the gun is down there. Gonna see if he can find anything coming from Connector. Another shot from Smooya. Finds another tag as well. He may be able to keep his team in it here, and Laza does spot out Keita. Makes it a lot harder hit for Smooya and Sliggy, but they are the 2 top fraggers for their team right now, trying to make it work.
2v2, Don's going to plant the bomb for Connector. Luzza is here, but low HP across the board, and Smoothie's got this scout. He's looking deadly. And can he find this frag? Looking with the USP, looking for Luzza. Spots him, taps him, takes his head off his shoulders now. This becomes doable for Stifmeister. It becomes a little bit more difficult. Dancy back into the sandwich position, falling to the hands of Sliggy. As Fish123 do steal around a way to stay alive here with 7 on their CT board. Stifmeister will be denied the match point for at least a couple of rounds here, but the reset could be just as deadly against Fish123 if they're not careful.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, no more mistakes. There needs to be players that step out. You're this late in the game and you've only got 5 kills. It's not good enough, I'm afraid, especially if you're trying to get towards that grand final and make sure you win Epic LAN. It's just not good enough. And now, Stifmeister, seems like everyone's performing really on all cylinders. Confronted a little bit behind his team, but still performing well. Everyone's getting the impact they need to be. And now, it looks like possibly some sort of B execute, maybe a B split up the short, but Smooya has made his way up short quickly there, and that's a nice frag onto Luzza. Maybe not expecting it. I imagine he made the window jump to short, I think.
Yeah, seems like it. Maybe we got all the way around to Bulls B site if they get a good spawn, but I imagine the window jump to short would have been the most likely thing. Smoothie can pull those jumps off relatively easily. Look at Fish, they got a triple AWP setup in play. Very, very interesting stuff here coming out from the CT side. Will they be able to make it work against Stifmeister? They've already gotten the first frag with Smoothie. The second, or the third AWP technically here from Mole is watching out. Spotting out Dancy here from the Palace, sorry, not Palace, Apartments position. Let's get those two mixed up. I always screw it up. But
yeah, they're kind of sort of the same sort of place, aren't they? And that's a nice kill from Smooya as well.
60 seconds. Stifmeister do need to make their move. They've been thinned down by this AWP from mid. They are going to back off here. What are they playing at? Are they going to save these rifles? Surely they wouldn't do that. Got a couple of rounds of loss bonus after this. No money saved, unfortunately. Would mean that they kind of have to go for at least a quasi, if not an eco. But yeah, they are going to go for the push in to the A site, try and pull the fake. But meanwhile, Fish have rotated them back here. They've got, well, 2 players on the site, 1 AWP to support. And they're going to line up for Mighty Max, caught off guard by the flashbang, completely flustered, completely just taken down. And, oh, Smooya will get up close range, point blank with the AWP. 3K for him, and Link will call the tactical pause. 14-8. Stifmeister still 2 away from winning the map. And Fish123 now. The comeback is looking a little bit more plausible here.
Yeah, you're right. And this is good from Stifmeister. Stop it before it gets out of hand. Sort of crush the momentum a little bit. Just take a pause. Make sure they can't keep it going. Stop them from getting hyped kind of thing. And just talk through what are we doing, what's happening, why is Smooya able to get 2 kills there kind of thing. They won't be able to get a buyout unless they could get 3 AKs then pistols. They have a few rounds to play with, but I think it's just playing it safe. Maybe get some armor pistols, utility, see if you can get the bomb down.
So, triple AWP setup still in play for Fish123. It was only really Smoothie that got the impactful frags there. So whether Sliggy and Mar will put that into effect, we'll find out later. But for now, Stifmeister taking their opportunities to talk things out here, think things through on this T side. The Glocks could be an option for Spy, potentially. You know, one of the things they will be discussing is really their buy strategy for this one, because they have got 3 players with, you know, around that full buy region, you know, Luzza, Link, and King Frederick, but they may end up going for the eco. They may just force a couple of pistols and armor on those 3 players to give them a little bit of potential to do some damage, or otherwise, you know, just find something against Fish123. But for certain Astro and Dancer, I don't imagine them forcing up in this one. If they do go for it, if they do go for the full force, they probably will have like CZs and armor. Maybe if they wanted to take a little bit of a sacrifice, they could go for UMP and Kevlar without the head armor. That would leave susceptible to Mighty Max's single M4. But you know, they've got an AK and they've got 3 AWPs outside of that. So is it really that bad, to be honest, to lose your head armor in those in that circumstance? But Stifmeister taking their sweet time with this one.
Well, they've got 300 seconds, so, you know, maybe someone's gone to the toilet as well, just in the meantime.
5 minutes of pause time. Really sucks, I'm hungry, and I really want to get some food after this map is done. So, whenever you're ready, Stifmeister, that would be quite nice.
There's a burger waiting with Jamie's name on it, he needs to go get it.
Yep. Before they close. What time is it, in fact? I don't even know. It's almost 3. Do they stop 7? When do they stop? No, they don't stop 7 the burgers tonight, do they? The stop is serving at 8. Around then. Okay, so we got plenty of time.
We've got plenty of time. I don't think this game's going to last till 8, unless the overtimes go crazy.
I hope it doesn't. Don't even go there, Dream.
We've still got many a game to cover today, so.
So, waiting on Link, apparently.
Yeah, I imagine maybe he went for a cigarette break or something like that. Maybe just the toilet.
Nah, if he went for a cigarette break in this, I probably would be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, if you take a technical pause to go for a cig break, toilet break, fine, I can understand to a certain extent. But at that point, you're just taking the piss.
Yeah.
So I do hope Link has not gone for a cig break, but we'll find out later on. At the moment, so I think is either any person we're waiting on. Looks like the
buys coming out.
Oh yeah, the buyers will come out. So yeah, they are going to go for the 2 pistols, the 3 AKs in this instance for Stifmeister. Makes a bit of sense, you know. If they can force the issue away, I think it would be great. But the question is, will they be able to do so against Fish123's triple orb setup? Is the main sort of talking point at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult. They can't really take the frags. They probably just need to go straight into an execute and just see if they can get onto the site and let these 3 AWPs go for the retake. I'm not sure they're aware that there are 3 AWPs out. They did have it out last round, but I'm pretty sure only Smooya, maybe 2 of them shot. So it'll be interesting to see. The unpause is coming in, and the match will go live now. Just waiting on to see what the strategy is going to be here.
3 AKs to play with, 1-shot headshot potential on a lot of players here for Fish123. Actually, interesting we talk about that because Smooya and Sliggy don't have head armor. So they're even susceptible to Astro and Dancey potentially. So we'll see whether that will come into fruition. Already the sprays come through. Smooya with the first man out. Mighty Max will get that trade down mid, but he loses a lot of HP. And Stifmeister are going to go very quickly into this one. Dancey taking his deagle up close and personal against the 3rd AWP of Fish Mole. Trying to land this shot. Does take down Astro at the very least. Looks for Dancey, but misses his flick across 2 HP. Staying alive, but only by the skin of his teeth. Fish123, they've rotated quickly in towards the B site, and Dancey still playing close. Takes down Keita. Mighty Max shuts him down, still staying alive somehow with his M4 on 10, but 2 extremely low HP players. Unfortunately, the Incendiary goes a little bit too short, and they won't be able to take them out. King Frederick still gets that 1 trade. 2 versus 2. Damage done with the grenade, but not quite enough. Sliggy has got to land this cross. He doesn't. He misses it, and still the T's will push into the B site.
Yeah, the Molotov going on to default to stop the plant. He needs to hit that shot. You can't be missing stuff like that. That should be a shot from Mole. Fantastic. Kim Frederick makes a mistake. Mole will finish it off. A nice 3K from him.
Sliggy missing his shots, but Mole just on point. Close on the B site with the AWP. And Stifmeister on that, on the, Force spy. I lost the terminology
sure.
there. On the force spy. We'll lose it out. Be forced down to the eco for this one. 4 rounds of loss bonus in the next one, which means that they will have enough money for a buy. And for Fish123, this is going to be another free round for them from 14 to 6 to 14 to 10, it seems, for the CT side. A very nice comeback from Fish123 when I was almost ready to call them out on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us really expected this comeback. It just looked down and out, but we should never have counted them out. Obviously, Smooya, you know, Smooya and Mighty Max are starting to step it up even a higher notch for Smooya. Now, just trying to spot out mid. Oh, this should be an easy kill for him on Luzza, the only low HP player for Stifmeister right now. The rest of them do have upgraded pistols, and it looks like the bomb is going to go toward B. But depends on where the rest... Oh, Smooya did call Frederick a noob in the last round, so I'm sure that's a bit of revenge for him there as he makes his way out mid, and then 3 players coming from B.
Yeah, bomb still up towards the apartments area. CT is locking this one down. Probably going to catch someone off here, but 45 seconds will remain. We've got Mole locking it down the B long position. He's got an AWP. Very good performance in that last one, close range. What on earth? How did he land that against Dancey of all people? Missed both the players up close above. You know, even Dancey's just as confused. 3 versus 4, Stifmeister will gain access, but they are suppressed by the CT side. Keita takes down the AWP, dropping Astro out of the server, and Sliggy will take down Link, leaving it up to King Frederick as the last man, well out of position on the flank, and Mighty Max turns his gun on towards him. Teammates for Fish123 after a fishy set of circumstances, if you do ask me.
I don't know how that was a kill. He looked like he was behind the wall there. That's really confusing. I bet Dansky's furious about that as well. He's on 22-17 as well, so quite an important player for his team. Link just out-fragging them by 1, and he's actually got less deaths than him. But still, Stifmeister maybe getting a little bit nervous now. Need to try and keep it cool. Can't let Smoothie and the likes get ahead. Oh, that's a nice spray, doing a little bit of damage. Not enough, though.
Little setup still in play from Fish123 as they are holding this one down. They've really come alive. Mighty Max, however, is just spammed through Dark, taken down by Luzza. Sliggy can't land his AWP shots, focusing on 2 different angles, but he shuts down Dance. He goes back to the cross, and King Frederick is covering off Keita. Does take him down, loses a lot of HP for it, and smokes off the cross once again to try and open things up. Mighty Smooth is here, and he takes down Luzza from CT stairs. Back to the man advantage of Fish, and they've only got the AWPs back in play. That grenade could take down Frederick. Doesn't quite land where he wanted it to. By the way, he's covered off from all angles here. The bomb's on rotation. Sliggy actually could hear these footsteps. Is he going to call out the rotation?
I'm not sure. He may be focusing on something else, but you would expect him to hear that. He's actually gone all the way into T-spawn to make sure that no one can go towards B here. King Frederick is holding off the rotate here. And Link going to try and make his way out. He's got to contest the likes of Smooya in CT, though. So he needs to be very careful. Oh, this could be perfect from King Frederick if he's able to get the timing right.
He was on the flank last round. This time he's just holding out Murder Hole, hoping that someone from the CT side does try and get that flank together. But Link, when his back, has access to the A site, can also rotate. They've got to make a decision here, Stifmeister. Smoke goes down. Mighty Max got this cross, but they haven't expected one. Back towards T-ramp, and Sliggy will take him down. It's Frederick with 9 HP. Not going to happen. Smooyak takes a single bullet to shut him down and brings 11 to Fish. 1, 2, 3. 5 rounds in a row for these guys now. Stifmeister on max loss bonus, but they're going to opt for the half buy. They're starting to run out of rounds to play with here, Dream.
No more mistakes. You need to be very careful here. If they lose this round, that puts it up to 14-12. That means only 2 rounds between it. And Fish123 are looking unstoppable on this CT side. The problem is, these pistols, if they get up and close and personal against these AWPs, there's going to be a few problems. Oh, but Keita, he spotted out a few of these players. He surely should get at least a 3K, possibly even a 4K. He'll find that. Mole does go down. That could be something to say, but Smooya shuts it down. And, well, that's a quick round, really, wasn't it?
Very quick on the full, well, not the full eco, but definitely one that Stifmeister got ripped apart like it was a full eco. Yes. And Fish123 are still running this triple AWP setup right here. No economical damage done by Stifmeister taking out one of these players or taking out any number of these players with the triple AWP, so they can afford it at this point right here. They're going to go all out, all in every single round, and Stifmeister can't do a thing about it. They've got to win something here. They've got to put themselves on map point, else Fish123 have a severely good chance, actually, of stealing this one away from the T side. Across the map we go once again. The defaults. Mole watching out under pass from Connector. They've got 4 players in total on the A site, and only one holding down B apartments. Keita be there to call the rotations if needed and hold a decent flanking position, but Stifmeister heading towards the A site, and they could be walking basically into the crossfire of death from the CT side. Yeah,
there's 4 players basically on the site here. 1 Connector, 1 jungle, but that's an easy kill from Luzza. Mole, a little bit, you know, careless from him, I have to say. Oh, that's going to be an easy kill for King Frederick onto Mighty Max as well. The defense has just fallen apart for Fish123. This could be match point for Stifmeister, but Smooya, he's trying to say no to that. As he finds 2 kills, Sligger gets 1 as well. What has just happened?
Astro picking off Keita from the murder hole. Meanwhile, trying to run straight into the CT player here from Connector. It's Sliggy. Low HP, only 2. Next phase will be his last. He still manages to get a good tag off on Astro before going down, but it's now Smooya, the main man for this Fish squad. 1v2, AWP in his hands. I would count this out for any other player, but not this guy. Let's see if he can do it. Out towards Sniper, that's going to peek on King Frederick, but King Frederick will shut him down on the slow peek headshot. And finally, Stifmeister will get this map point, 15-12, but Fish123 within touching distance of taking us to OT. However, they can still reset the T side now and put them seriously down on the back foot.
Yeah, they win this round, it's almost guaranteed overtime. It just absolutely ruined the economy. They wouldn't be able to get a good buyout. It all comes down to this round. This round decides overtime now. Will it happen? It's going to be a hard fight, and these players really need to step up, the ones who've been lacking. Molt has hit a nice few shots as well. Mighty Max has started to step up a little bit as well.
Straight into this one. Presence from Loza. Astro, bomb out, jumping, getting aggressive, trying to force the issue away from this man here in Stifmeister, but Fish123 opting against it right now. Not going to losing this man, eventually forces him back away. Back into jungle itself. Still covering off. Sliggy will ensure no one boosts their way into the Stifmeister, but eventually it will be the T-Star making their move in. Actually, the first mana full, but Link gets a trade. Dancy gets another 2 players down. A 1-for-2 trade overall of 4-on-3 that are favour of Stifmeister, and Fish123 are well out of position for this retake. Bomb down. 2 defuse kits in play. And Smooya is trying to find the angle right here against Link. Link spots him. He knows that AWP is in play. He will back off as the Incendiary tries to flush Smooya out of the way. Eventually, Loza takes him down, turns on towards Connector, but he can't quite find it. And Mole can't do much from here either. He does get a headshot on Loza at the very least, but it's no man advantage for Fish123 as they start to fall apart. It's all Sliggy alone, and he goes down. Stifmeister, 2 rounds was all they needed.